Well, today I woke up with a surprise visitor. Key Fob came all the way over from Georgia to come and sit and chat with old Mac. And chatting we did. We worked up ourselves an appetite, so we decided this would be a good time to go take a ride. So we didn't take me much to convince him it'd be a good thing to do. um, my gosh, what a surprise. Angelique said she came walking through the door over there. She had a package in her hand, and she looked back, and she had somebody following her, and I'm thinking it's a UPS guy. And oh no! First thing I saw was the bearded wonder from Georgia come through the door, Key Fob. He had a big grin on his face. He's a happy-go-lucky guy. And oh my God, I was so apologetic because I normally have I wear a bridge, and I didn't have it in. Oh, I went quickly, got my teeth. Had to put some teeth into my conversation. So we decided to go for a lunch, and we just had some just down to earth talk. My God, we got caught up on, filled in some of the spaces. We've seen one another on TV for years, and I've always hoped that I come across in real life as I am on the screen. There's no pretension of me. What you see is what you get. And anyhow, uh, we decided to go up here. I had to do a little, you know, uh, showing, me being the leader of the pack now. Old Mac, the leader of the pack. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? Uh, he didn't know the way out here, so I thought, well, we'd already discussed this. We'll be doing some passing on the road so that folks can see him back home. And he's doing the same thing. He's got a 360 camera, and you folks have all seen this same scene, but we're going to do it all over again today. And I'm going to record the whole thing rather than just bits and pieces. What you see is what you're going to get. I hope I have enough internet to be able to upload it, but we won't know until we get home. The weather, it's cloudy. I think it was 51 degrees. I'm going to tell you, Key Fob, when he came through the door, he got so cold coming over, he literally had to stop and buy him more underwear. I mean, he had to get him some thermal stuff, and thank God he found him a place open, got him some clothes. My gosh, he was cold when he came in. Well, he come riding in here. It's 51 degrees time he got here, but on the way over here, it probably got down into the mid 40s somewhere on the road. He was on the road for like 5 or 6 hours. I mean, it's a long place over. He's over there east of Macon, Georgia, and I just I am so blessed. I got to say this. We've had a couple of people that come here. In 30 years that I've lived here, I've had two visitors, motorcycle visitors, and we were very thankful that Key Fob blessed us today and come to see me and Angelique. As you can see the dark clouds back here in the bag, buddy. It's building up here. I got the bike is pretty loud, but I'm gonna go by the church over here really slow because I don't want to make a lot of racket. They're all up there worshiping today, and I don't want the sound of my exhaust to be drowned out the preacher. You can see a little bit of blue sky back there. A perfect day for riding. I mean, just a perfect day now. And and what a fun thing it is to have somebody to come and ride with you. That's two. I've had two bikers. Ray Gregory came, but he didn't come to the house. But I've had two bikers to come here to the house in 30 years, and we don't. I mean, we don't get a lot of company. We live in the woods, and I was so surprised. And he had some coffee with us. He's such a pleasant human being. Those that have known him and have met him in person, you can feel the goodness in him by his behavior and his manners. He's a very person of manners, just a good human being. Oh, my dog took to him, not mine, but Angelique's dog, Colton. He went over and he got right next to him, and he was in hog heaven. Of course, he gave his nose a good licking. Something about Key Fob, them dogs love that nose. And he showed the love back to Colton. They got along really well. We're going to play along, on the road. We'd already said we'd pass one another, so he can get content on his 360 camera, and I can get content as he goes by. He might be just a blur when he goes by. We'll see when he comes up. I think when we get over on this straightaway over here, we're going to implement a couple of passes. To me, that's always a lot of fun. He knows about riding with a group because he knows all the hand signals and all the gestures and which lane to ride in. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that man. Oh. And he sounds like just so smooth. The engine doesn't have a screaming sound. You probably, when we process the video, you'll probably be able to hear his exhaust. Now, mine might be a little louder because my camera is closer to it, but this is a nice straightaway on the straightaway right here. I've been 140 miles per hour on that straight. I had a 650 horsepower little pickup truck with a 502 cubic inch engine. After we unloaded it off the truck from Washington State, I took it for a test ride, and it ran awesome down that straightaway. That's about a mile long straightaway. We're kind of keeping an eye on the sky. Before we left, we went and looked at the weather, and it looked like the weather looks like it was going to be good. Everything's moving east, out past Georgia, up in the Carolinas. There's some stuff way over there in Texas and Oklahoma, but that'll be a day or two before it gets here. Yeah, life is so full of mysteries. Who would have thought? I mean, I've seen Key Fob and I watched his rides, and I know the love and passion he has for his animals and his birds. He posted birds one time, and I do too. I love my birds. I got robins, and cardinals, all kinds of birds out here. And he's got ducks and property there with the animals. He's got a good mate that loves animals as well. You never know who's going to come knocking on your door. Look at that blue sky. Oh, the air is so good. We're probably close to it, probably 55, maybe 60 degrees. I don't know. I didn't look. I know the engine's pretty cold. We're riding along just to play it. We're right behind this truck here, so we're not doing any high speeds or nothing like that, because really, you never know when a deer is going to jump out in front of you in this wooded area. When we get over on the freeway, we'll pass one another, and maybe we'll see some other bikers, who knows. just such a lucky guy to have people that would take the time out of their life to just come and visit me for no reason at all, other than just wanting to come and visit. I'm hoping he wasn't disappointed. Of course, how do you ask that question? You don't ask somebody, I hope I didn't disappoint you, but he appeared to enjoy himself, and that's what we can hope for. And another thing, he's a motorcycle rider, so he's going to enjoy his ride back home. It won't be as cold going back home, because he started out this morning early this morning, and had to run hard. Of course, he came all the way up through Malfunction Junction, and he come out of Atlanta, went north on 75, and then hit I-20 west and hammered down. My gosh, he's got a pretty bike. He's got a 117 engine, 117 motor on the thing, and it's smooth as glass. Look at there, look at that. Speaking of the devil, look who's going by me now. Now we're not running slow now. I'm telling you, it don't show much speed here, but we're at high. Oh, look at this right here. He done put the throttle down. He did one of them Mach 8 moves. Yeah, that's what you want to see in the video. You want to see live action, like getting it on. I got an old machine. Mine's old. I got a small motor. I got that 103 in it. I don't have the big high horsepower and stuff like that, but it's mine will ride along with most of the traffic out there. I just can't get over how beautiful the day turned out. For when he rode in here this morning, I had the heater going. I believe we're gonna make a move on him right now. It all depends on. There's some ruts on this I-65 north, and you gotta be careful in your rut when you pass them where the ruts are. The trucks tear the right lane up pretty good. When I find me a good spot here, we'll make a little flyby. We saw quite a few bikes already. There's a couple of them that's already went by. We got a perfect day for riding, so you're going to see a lot of bikes out. For God's sakes, it's already May. Here we go. We're not flying by, but we are going to move on up through here. And look at that machine. Take a look at that. That's good looking. And he's an easy, laid-back rider, too. Pretty doggone calm guy. Yeah, up through here we can run pretty fast. The law sets at 291 and they set at 299. You got a 9-mile stretch in here that you can move on pretty good, and yeah, you can make some time up through here. They set up at 299 watching for the truckers to come out of the pilot station, and they like to get them. You can hear the cash register cha-ching every time they get a trucker, That's big time money for the state. I don't think he could have asked for a better day. He did all the hard work, He worked getting over here, and he's got to work his way back home. And I look, the weather's going to be good. He's going to be riding, like I say. He'll have daylight to 7 o'clock Georgia time, I'm sure. And when he heads back home there, he'll have plenty of daylight to ride in. You want to make sure he gets through Atlanta before the rush hour. And I don't think there's a rush hour in Atlanta. 285 is 100% continuous rush hour. It might lighten up on a couple of days, but yeah, then people are living wide open there. Now we're going up the hill here. This is all uphill here. You can see the cut on the side over there on the side where I had to cut through this mountain here to get this road in here. And then they fill this big gully in here, and then they keep the road level. And right at the top of the hill up there is exit 299 on I-65 North. And usually he sits on one side of the highway or the other. So you want to kind of throttle back a little bit as you go up across 99. And guys like this right here, we're running 80 up the hill here, 85 or something like that, going up the hill. And that car there's running 90 because we're doing at least 85 right now. And that car has got to be doing 87. He's going faster than I am. So if the law's sitting up there, they'll get him before they get me and Key Fob. He's taking the 299 exit. That's 299 right there. And he usually sits right up there on the right or over there. Look over to the left. He sits over to the left. He can catch you going east. He can catch you going north or south. We just like to run an even speed. You see people passing us, so we're not right, like, we're not leaving a trail of blaze behind us. We're just running with the traffic. You guys you're so good about keeping secrets. Nobody even shared a word or nothing. Well, I don't think a whole lot of people knew he was coming. I'm sure Motoblog, because Motoblog is the kind of person you could confide in and say, hey, look, this is what I want to do just in case something happens. And you know that he would pursue to no end whatever it took to get you help or to do whatever's right. Not as the rest of the guys wouldn't do the same thing. It's just that we know that this is what his lifestyle. I know if I was going to lay out some big plans, I'd lay the plans out to him because he's going to make sure that people are watching out for you. And you need that. We have a network, and my network has never been stronger than it's ever been before. This network of riders, motovloggers, or just bloggers in general, we've come together and shared so many wonderful experiences of our life. Places we've been, things that we've done, things that we want to do. Each and every one of us bears our dreams out for others to listen to. Our dreams, our plans, our expectations. And this is a wonderful thing. The coffee crew, the duct tape crew. There's a lot of great groups out there. You know, the Rabbit Hole of John in out of Ohio, the retired rider, and American Uncensored. There are just so many people that have so much to say, and there's people that want to hear. So there's a little something for everybody. Ray's got his garage. Not only does he have his riding channel, but he's got a garage, and you can pick up things from people like Ray, a mechanic that made a living all of his life from his mechanical skills. Sick. There ain't nobody knows music any better than Sick. Sick is one guy that knows his music. Dave over in Australia really knows his music. So does Rod B. Um, People you wouldn't think would be that so much into music, but those guys are. Well, any bike rider, chances are, going to have some soul and spirit about them, and we like all of the nostalgic stuff, from the old days. I used to talk about rides to Sturgis, about hill climbs, motocross racing, just everything. We raced three-wheelers and four-wheelers, and we raced cars and built race cars. Just, and everybody on those, like Coffee Crew or Duct Tape or, oh, looky going there. He done slid right by me while I was busy yapping away. That little thing purrs like a kitten. Smooth as silk. He looks like the epitome of the modern day rider. You got your backpack, you got that ride attitude about the way you ride. Styling and the gliding, man. I'm gonna tell you, I swear to God, Key Fob was the last person I thought I'd ever see coming through my door. And not that we don't have anything in common, it just, you just never know who's going to react to what you have to say to the point where they want to hear more of it. I told him this morning before we took off, I said, well, you've lasted longer than most people that come to visit. They usually go, oh man, that old man never quits talking. Hell, he just talks and talks. And he told me, he said, man, I come over to hear you talk. Man. Well, we're in now. We just went through the town of Good Hope, heading into Pullman. We're on Cherokee. That's the road that goes in here. And I'm gonna get up and ride along the side of him for a little bit, I think. Yeah, I've got to let him, because I got to get him to get over into the right lane after we pass these cars here, because we're going to be pulling into the Golden Corral. Ooh, I like Golden Corral. I had my deep fried jalapeno. I had it deep fried. It was delicious. Angelique got the first bite. I got the last bite. Had my fish. I had just everything I love about Golden Corral. And that Key Fob is a healthy eater. He had a nice big salad. I'm just such a poor eater. I just eat nothing but fried foods and fats. I have to force myself to eat a salad. And we do. Angelique makes salads. And we eat that. When she makes them, I eat them. But it's left up to me. I usually don't, I never think about getting a salad. Look at me, I've got all the lights today. Key Fob is right behind me here. And, well, I want to thank everybody that come for a ride with us there. And thank you for, and thank Key Fob for coming over and sharing the day with me. And that's two Georgia boys has come and shared their lives with old Mac, and that's Ray and now Key Fob. So I'm wishing each and every one of you a great rest of this beautiful Sunday. May God bless you, and thank you very much for watching Key Fob and Angelique and I go to the Golden Corral. So we'll say hasta la vista, baby. Thank you very much for joining us today. This is old Mac at the Golden Corral. Bye-bye.